Hi, everyone out there in the world of YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, stopping by, and checking out my channel. My name is Jacqueline Anderson, and of course, everybody calls me Jackie. I'm a CPA, which is a certified public accountant in the state of Georgia. And in this edition of the JCLPAA In-depth Series, I want to share with you some tidbits and information that I picked up from watching a six-part documentary this past weekend. However, before we get into it, I'm sure you guessed it, it relates to football in some regard. I have on my one and only jersey. It is an Atlanta Falcons football jersey with the number 7, made famous by none other than, as you can see, Michael Vick. And I will say, I ran into Michael Vick in the DFW airport a few years ago on a flight back to Atlanta. So I do have a picture somewhere. So if I can figure out how to insert it in this video, I'll do that. Back to today's edition of the JCLPAA In-depth Series. I will like to say my trusted advisors will be happy to know I remember to say this, which is like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up this video, share the content, or leave a comment. And if you just stumbled across the video and you like the information, consider subscribing. So thank you in advance for supporting the channel. So I've gotten that out of the way. Hopefully I remember to remind you to do that at the end of the video too. So of course, this video is talking about a 6-part documentary surrounding football, and it's called Coach Prime. It's a 6-part, 30-minute or so per episode documentary that was streamed on Barstool Sports, but I found it on YouTube. And the part that stuck out to me was Deion Sanders talking about his life motto, a mantra that he lives by that is not carried over into the locker room as head coach, and is plastered all over their training facility. I was like, oh my goodness, this is music to my ears. It spoke to me. It says, if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. And if you play good, they pay good. So that last part is what stuck out to me about paying well, which was applicable to this channel and the information I share here and what's discussed about being good financial stewards and generate multiple streams of income and managing and tracking that income. So back to this documentary, I must say, full disclosure, I don't even really like football much. Definitely don't follow it like I used to. And that's because of a movie I watched once called Gladiator, and seeing RG3 be treated like a rag doll, Robert Griffin III. This was many, many years ago. But I think he had a season-ending injury, if not career-ending. And seeing that, I have just not viewed football the same. But that's my personal opinion. Moving right along back to Deion Sanders and what he is doing as the new head football coach of the Jackson State University Tigers in Jackson, Mississippi. And the school is a HBCU, which is a historically Black college and university. In addition to taking over that program and hopefully turning it around, he is shining or bringing a spotlight to HBCUs around the country, not only the program there in Mississippi, but all around the country, the great things that are going on there that are often overlooked. Great talent and professionals who are graduating with degrees and coming out of those schools. So it is fantastic to have this documentary record what's going on so we can look back years later and see how successful he was. We, because for sure, know that it will turn out well, and there's no doubt about that given Deion Sanders being involved. So it'll be good to be able to look back and see how things progressed over the years under his leadership. But back to his mantra that I felt was applicable to those of us that work in the accounting field. He said, what? You look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, they pay good. And not 2 days later, I was able to use the information because I must say, I got my hair done. Thank you, Pumpkin's Perfection here in South Metro Atlanta. She was able to do my hair and I left feeling good. I felt like I was looking good. I was like, oh, let me record some videos while I look halfway decent. Since I had some information I wanted to share, some content to record and upload. And I was like, oh, I should do that. So hopefully that'll help me increase my subscribers, increase the number of views, and hopefully be monetized. So again, I'm looking good. So then I'm feeling good. So I can record the content that will one day hopefully lead to me being monetized and generating another stream of income. So it's all about multiple streams of income here on this channel. So that's how I was able to apply that, like I say, not 2 days later since the weekend. So hopefully you can go check out the documentary, find it on YouTube, and pull some of that information or those life lessons that's being discussed, of course, surrounding football, but you can apply that, like I said, in every area of your life and in the office or whatever career you have. And there was another running theme throughout the documentary that's applicable here or common, and that was discipline. If you watch any of the videos, you know a common thread between all the interviews has been this one word. That's discipline. You definitely can't pass the 4-part CPA exam without it. And evidently you needed this sports too. So check it out when you have some time. And also check back on the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. So if you enjoyed this quick video, like it, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. So thank you for tuning in. And remember who you are and whose you are. And there's no time like the present.